Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest rappers of all time, and in this video I'll be ranking every Kendrick song from his solo discography. Kendrick's mixtapes, random singles, and the Black Panther collab album won't be ranked in this video. So the albums that I'll be listing from are Section 80, Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, To Pimp A Butterfly, Untitled, Unmastered, and Damn. There will be small snippets before each track to jog your memory, and I hate saying this every time, but this is my opinion of what I like to listen to the most and not what I think the best or worst Kendrick Lamar song is. Even though this is the shortest list I've done up to this point, I have taken almost 2 weeks slowly tweaking this list to make it right and something I am comfortable presenting. So let's get it started at 70. In the purple section, this is songs that I don't necessarily like. No Makeup is my least favorite Kendrick Lamar song. I think the hook sounds horrible and the production is alright.
Fancy girls on Long Beach Boulevard.
Another song where I just don't like the chorus. A short interlude-esque track, and the beat is also kind of whack. Another song where I presume this would be an interlude, but this one's just weird. Of course, Untitled 3 is part of a B-side album, so it's not supposed to really sound polished, but I think this is one of the few on the album that the unpolished sound hurts the track. This blue section is the good section.
Welcome to Vigilante, 80, so don't you ask me, I'm hungry, my body.
Ronald Reagan Era is the only song on the edge of the blue and purple. I don't like the intro, but Kendrick's verse is great.
You've lost your life.
The amazing intro, or outro, whatever, to Damn. Not anything musically, so it can't be put higher. An absolutely manic track. I would put it higher if it wasn't for the long intro. A classic hook on this track, but it shows how much Kendrick has improved his storytelling in future albums.
What's your life about? Enlighten me. Is you gonna live on your knees or down on your feet?
Hoping to see Kendrick more present on this song, but the title says otherwise. The remix is just not as good as the original. Same for this one, but it's kind of 2 different tracks with the same instrumental, seeing Kendrick changed his whole verse. I tried to enjoy this track to its full potential that some has put it out there to be, but I've never felt that way about this track. This song sounds unbelievable. I just wish it was longer. A great sounding track. I just haven't listened to it enough to be higher on this list. This next section is the amazing section. Great sounding instrumental. I like the repeating flows on the hook, and it shows Kendrick's 2 sides. My least favorite song on To Pimp A Butterfly, I think the chorus falls short to the rest of the song. Good Kendrick verses and a good Drake verse. I don't know why, but I feel like this song aged perfectly in the new rap era. Not the sound, but the subject matter.
I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk.
An instrumental that musically isn't supposed to sound good, but it does. The last song on Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, and is just a victory lap for Kendrick. Black Boy Fly is a heartfelt song about seeing the people around you achieve success.
I need some water.
Give Kendrick water, bro. He might die of thirst.
This dick ain't free. You looking at me like it ain't a receipt.
Even interludes on this album are amazing. For Free can only be created by a genius. A track about how necessary it is to love yourself, just not as put forward as a song like I.
Loyalty.
Perfect execution for a Kendrick and Rihanna track. A great intro to Section 80.
Life to be like about some chocolate, quid pro quo, something.
An excellent sounding song with multiple deep meanings throughout the verses, and a bridge that sounds weird on the first listen, but it means much more. Great verses from Kendrick, and a great Rhapsody verse too. You're just listening to this amazing beat and Kendrick goes off, and then CeeLo pops up. This yellow section is full of bangers.
If I didn't rap blade on curve, would you still?
Kendrick only drops classics. This song is phenomenal. Out of all the songs on Damn, this gives me the most nostalgia for some reason.
Yep. I know. For sure.
It seems like it has a funny hook, but that instrumental complements it perfectly. Another song about loving yourself, but unlike the single version, this song has a completely different ending, which Kendrick is talking to a crowd that may or may not be listening to him.
Levitate, 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 levitate. Life won't get you high like this here, no.
A trap banger with an outro showing Kendrick in the studio.
And I do this for the city. Got some Hennessy and my real niggas.
A chill song with a great hook, and GLC floats on the short refrain that he has.
Hold up.
Frank,
Headshot.
Frank.
Sit down.
When you hear the name Kendrick, this is one of the songs that pop up in your head. Just an absolute classic. There's nothing else to say.
I probably die anonymous. I probably die with promises. I probably.
A great song about Kendrick's deepest fears. The only problem that I have with it is the length, and I would have put it higher if it was a little bit shorter.
That's all I want to see.
The punchiest beat onto Pimp A Butterfly. The instrumental complements the wild flow and content.
Smoking, eye pouring up. Keep that lean up in my.
I remember hearing this chorus a long time ago, but I don't know where.
My name is Lucy Kendrick. You introduced me, Kendrick. Usually I don't.
Even though it's an interlude and it's almost 5 minutes, this song is amazing.
Ask where the hoes at to impress me. Ask where the money back.
You ain't gotta lie for respect or personal benefit.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Another classic from Kendrick. This song is going to be in the history books.
I see jigger moves. I see styrofoam.
Trap elements through this intoxicating track with cracking Kendrick vocals at the beginning and a impeccable flow at the end of the track.
This what God feel like.
Kendrick talking about his successes, but still reminds himself as being mortal. This song sounds great. I love the Radars is buzzin' hook.
Shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? When shit hit the fan.
One of the best outros to an album ever, with the poems that Kendrick was reciting throughout the album finally leading up to this point. These Walls is one of the most in-depth tracks on Pimp A Butterfly and Kendrick's whole discography.
I pull up, hop out, air out, made it look sexy.
This is why Kendrick is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Element is asserting himself in that position.
You the reason why mama and them leaving. No, you ain't shit.
Another absolutely genius song from Kendrick. You hear the clanks of the bottle as he performs his heart-wrenching verse.
And down. Where you from, nigga? Fuck.
Just a banger track with heavy instrumental. This orange section is the top 20.
I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances for
Humble is a song that needs no introduction. It's a classic.
bitch where you and I was walking. Now I run a game, got the whole world talking.
A funk hip-hop track with an amazing groove to it.
Money trees is the perfect place for shade, and that's just how.
Money Trees references the 4 previous tracks of Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, speaking about Shireen and the house he just robbed. Of course, it has a great Kendrick verse and an amazing J-Rock verse too.
All my life I want money and power, respect my.
A track about a 16-year-old Kendrick thinking about nothing but money. Great production from Hit Boy too.
He got ADHD. Hey, doobies.
Another classic that's gonna go down in the history books.
Every morning when I wake up, money on my mind.
The instrumental is one of the best parts of this track, but Kendrick and Dr. Dre still body this thing.
I ain't perfect, I probably won't come around. This time I might put.
Pride is a reflection song for Kendrick. Being recognized as one of the best rappers of all time will come with an ego.
What am I supposed to do when the topic is red or blue, and you understand that I
Pharrell doesn't miss on tracks like these.
just call it shit high power. Nigga, nothing less.
A motivating track where Kendrick sounds better than he ever has before. I also like the So Appalled interpolation within the hook.
We made a right, they made a left, they made a right, they made a left.
One of the best Kendrick storytelling tracks. I like how it starts lighthearted, but transitions to a dark, more ominous beat where Kendrick is peer pressured into a robbery. And this red section is my top 10 Kendrick songs.
Promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will.
One of the most personal tracks on Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, and being in top 10, this is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Oh, Lamar, Hail Mary, your marijuana times is hard.
Ninth Wonder is a GOAT tier producer for making Duckworth. There's so many samples that are used to produce this one track, and somehow he makes it all work together.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA.
Another Kendrick track where it needs no further introduction. The beginning of DNA goes insanely hard, and the beat switch makes it even harder.
I met her at this house party on El Segundo in Central. She had the credentials.
The intro to Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, this song gives me goosebumps every time I listen to this thing. Now the intro to Pimp A Butterfly. Meaning aside, this song sounds great and it shows how much effort is put into each song on this album.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
I think this is Kendrick's most fun track. While listening to this, I think about a nice clear sky with a light breeze making it a perfect day to go outside. Just hanging out without a care in the world. It makes my day just listening to this song.
We gon' be alright,
Nigga, we gon' be alright.
All Right is also a fun Kendrick song, but it's more about hope. And of course, Pharrell is behind this track.
I feel like a chip on my shoulders. I feel like I'm losing my focus. I feel like
In the track Feel, Kendrick is making himself an open book, mostly presenting negative feelings, but also shows anger near the end of the track.
this feeling is unmatched. This feeling is brought to you by adrenaline and good.
Mama is Kendrick returning to his roots, not musically, but personally. He returns to Compton thinking he knows how the streets work, but once he returns, he realizes he knows nothing. In this track, Kendrick also takes a trip to Africa to search for his roots there.
How much a dollar really costs? The question is detrimental, paralyzed.
How Much a Dollar Cost is my favorite Kendrick Lamar song of all time. I believe this is the best storytelling that Kendrick shows on a song, and saying it's amazing is an understatement. How Much a Dollar Cost touches on selfishness, in particular the selfishness that comes with wealth and success. So I hope you liked this list. Hopefully there was not too many hot takes in here. And in the comments, I'd like to see your top 5 Kendrick songs, and see you in the next video.